welcome to the YieldNest video series where we talk all things YieldNest and restaking. In this video, we're going to cover the security aspect of our system and protocol and our philosophy behind our whole approach to making sure that our protocol is as secure as possible and we offer the best safety guarantees to our users. In terms of what our system actually is, it is, of course, at its core, a smart contract protocol, which lives on the Ethereum network, and that comes with a lot of benefits, but some downsides as well. As we know, Ethereum really changed the game because it's a decentralized settlement layer, essentially, and it allows for performing irreversible transactions, which offer very hard guarantees, and it allows for running arbitrary logic on-chain in terms of the smart contract logic itself, which allows to build very powerful, unstoppable financial systems. The downsides of that is, of course, that a lot of these things, as we discussed, are irreversible transactions, and a lot of the things that we deploy on Ethereum are actually immutable contracts and immutable logic. And the implications of that are very powerful in terms of guarantees, but also very risky, since the loss of funds or theft of funds is also something that often occurs within these systems. And all these transactions, unlike a normal bank or the traditional banking system, are in many cases irreversible. So in that respect, a lot of focus is put into building very secure, fully correct smart contract systems and verifying that the entire system is bug-free and there's no way to exploit it by a third party or exploit a sort of vulnerability or bug within the code. So in that sense, we take a multi-stage, multi-layer approach to this. We obviously develop our entire code base within our core team, which is a team of highly trained professionals with a lot of experience in the industry that have built smart contract protocols that manage over 9 figures in total lock value. And we pay great attention to testing these systems extensively within our team. We also work with auditors that are internal to our team for a first stage of reviewing and auditing the code. And then we move on to a stage where we audit the system with external auditors, and we work with multiple teams such as Chain Security, Zokyo, and other independent auditors. And we keep expanding this set over time. We're really open to work with the security community overall. And we understand that even once our system is launched, it's now open to the world, and it's open to pretty much anybody for inspection. Since we publish our code, it's all verified on-chain, and all our repos and code is currently completely open. So in that way, we open up of course, a bounty system as well. So we want to reward people that find issues within the system. And for this purpose, we've built up a immunified bounty program, which goes up to $200,000 in rewards and really focuses on incentivizing people to submit any security issue reports that they have and really talk about openly, of course, first in private to us, but really bring up and surface up any particular issues that are found within the system so we can quickly solve them and make sure that our users' funds are protected. So this is how we really take security very seriously within YieldNest. And it must be said that there are, of course, caveats to this. Currently, we operate a fully upgradable smart contract system, which has upsides and downsides, since, of course, if it's a upgradable smart contract system, it is subject to change in behavior, which is not exactly fully aligned with the idea of immutable code, but it is an acceptable trade-off, and it has its own benefits in the sense that if there is an issue in the system, it can be solved with an upgrade. The long-term view is to ossify the protocol more over time and make sure that its changes are more carefully thought and happen slower. But at the current pace of the market that we're in, which is the restaking market, the need for an upgradable system is there because we operate on top of other systems such as EigenLayer and potentially other restaking platforms that are joining the game. And these platforms often upgrade at a very quick pace with just a few months between changes and often make breaking changes. And for us to adapt to this environment and really find product market fit for our users, we have to have currently a upgradable smart contract system, which comes with its own advantages and disadvantages. But given that we've layered all these security stages into our pipeline, we believe that we offer the best security that our users can currently get. So that was it, guys. Thanks for checking in. And please do, if you are a security researcher, if you are a hacker, if you are concerned with these kind of aspects, please do reach to us if you find any issues, and please just join our bounty program. Thanks very much.
All right, guys. So I will talk a little bit about the YieldNest Risk Team. What is the YieldNest Risk Team? The YieldNest Risk Team is an independent risk organ that's going to help us with whitelisting node operators in the AVS ecosystem and whitelisting AVSs and building a correct risk framework so that we, as YieldNest, have independent reviews on the decisions that we make. This is not only important for the starting phase, it's also very important for the long-term phase, where when the DAO is in full-fledged, it needs to have input, an independent organ that does a lot of deep research, a lot of R&D into data dashboard, so that the community can actually check, like, is this AVS secure? Is this node operator good? That is what the YieldNest Risk Team is doing. So let's dive into the documentation together and let's read a little bit about the work that the YieldNest Risk Team is doing. All right, so if we go to our docs, you can see here the YieldNest Risk Team. They have their Twitter, x.com or twitter.com/YieldNestRisk, or hackmd.io/@YieldNestRisk as well, right? So here you can find all the publications that they're doing. For example, this is an unpublished yet EigenDA risk assessment. You can see it's very extensive. We're going to a lot of different factors. We're diving very, very deep so that we can be sure as YieldNest that when we onboard a AVS, that is actually correct. All right, and let's dive into what they're doing. An intro into AVS evaluation by the YieldNest Risk Team. Here, the YieldNest Risk Team is explaining what is an AVS and how can we actually know the slashing risk, or what are the risks involved, or what is the risk that, what does an AVS do? Economic trust, decentralized trust, Ethereum inclusion trust. That's why an AVS, but how does it work? And it goes really in depth into all these different topics. And the main important thing is like how to evaluate these different AVSs, right? What are the risks involved and what are the rewards? What are the risk-rewards ratios? This is an independent risk organ that will provide all this research to the YieldNest community so that we as a YieldNest protocol can make better decisions. On top of that, something that I'm personally very interested in is the AVS product categories, so that we can actually get a better view on the different product categories and the different use cases of AVS. So yeah, this is the YieldNest Risk Team. I recommend everybody to go to our Gitbook or go to the YieldNest Risk Team Twitter and check out what they're doing. Check out some of their research. Let's dive deep together. If you have any comments, if you are interested in also contributing research, YieldNest is always open and YieldNest always rewards its researchers. So join YieldNest, restake with YieldNest, and yeah, examine all the cool work that the YieldNest Risk Team is building. Thank you.